I think it will be a kind of a rough year for him as far as fitting in because he's used to being the man with the ball, right? And how many shots is he going to put up? Where is he going to hang his hat on offense or is it going to be defense? And also, as the NBA is played right now, the wing position has the better athletes, the better shooters, and the better ball handlers. This is going to be a rough transition for Cooper, who's going to have the weight of everything. He came in with all the fanfare of a Kenyon Martin, all the fanfare of a Zion Williamson. He came with all that fanfare, and that pressure is going to be on him to perform and show out. He may not if he doesn't just acquiesce to the pressure. He may have a real rough first season. I'm not saying he's not going to be good. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to put him in the Van Horn. Remember Van Horn came out with the Nets. He's the Great White Hope. There you go, Jim. Right there. I gave you one Van Horn. But
Pete Maravich went through a lot, and he was better than all of them.
Right. I think Cooper will be great, but this first year I think it's going to be tough for him.
The only thing, though, Fillmore, I think he has to have Maravich showed what he could do on the court, and he was 10 times better than all of those guys combined. But I think that Cooper is going to have a Larry Bird attitude where he didn't give a damn about anybody, and if you challenged him, he threw it in your face, and he was talking to you while he was doing it. And I don't think Cooper is going to be as good as Larry Bird, but I'm talking about an attitude, and you have to develop that. You have to throw that punch right away to say, okay, I'm here. I'm not. You said the word acquiesce. Again, I think Bird didn't go in there and Cornbread Maxwell and ML Carr and Larry Pete and bow down and so I just want to be. No, I'm going to run the show here. I'm going to do my thing, and he did. He had the ability to do it, but I think a lot of it is going to be Cooper's attitude. Now, Bird came up rough. Okay. Did Cooper Flagg? I don't know. I don't know too much about him, but I think it's going to be a tough adjustment.
Oh,
and I think having a teammate like Kyrie, who's also a Dookie, they could translate. They speak that same language. That might help them. But I still think it's going to be rough.
They both played 20 games at Duke. Are they really Duke? Come on, man.
Yeah.
You guys are selling Cooper Flagg short. We talk about the Olympic team. All he did was put in work. He was giving it to Davis, LeBron, and everyone else during the Olympic trial.
Luther, that's a good point. And you know what? The NBA is different now than it was years ago. I don't think it's as physical. So you may have a point. I think if it's the 70s, 80s, or 90s, he'd have a hell of a time. But now, you know what, Fillmore? He may have a little bit of an easier time now that Luther has shown me the lights a little bit.
Generational talent, man. People are disrespecting, saying Keith Van Horn and AK. No, he's much better than those guys.
I didn't say he wasn't better. I think he'll be great. I think he'll be great. I just think this first season is going to be rough because he's used to being the man.